Hi, so I think this is our ninth video. Let's get started. I will start the timer. Yeah, the timer has started. I've already run the server and reloaded it. So if someone is following along, you might have to reload your app. I mean the server every time you restart it and start it for. So so I think what I'm gonna do today is I will have something like a JSON server. So JSON server. So yeah, this one is the JSON server. So I think what we can do is, like, we don't have our own server yet where we can send a request and all the information related to the medicine being added will be stored in a database. So we don't have that kind of things, but with this package we can fake it. So let's add this. To be honest, this is the first time I'm using, like, I have heard about this before and I think I have worked with this before, but it was a long time ago. So and that time actually I did not set it up myself. Someone else set it up for me. So not for me, I mean for the team. So I don't know how to set it up. So let's do that. I think I should have added the D flag. I forgot. It is added in dependencies. I don't want that. I want this to be in this is not the right way to do it. I think let's yarn. How do I remove a package? Yarn remove. I think it's called yarn remove. Yes, let's yarn remove JSON server, because this will change the log file as well. So I don't think it's a good idea to do it the way I was doing it. So let's do it again. Yarn add JSON server -d. I'm not sure what is the flag for yarn. Okay, so this was added in dev dependencies. That's great. Let's go to the documentation of the JSON server. So table of contents, we have, oh, so what they wanted us to do is install JSON server globally. I don't like installing packages globally, to be honest. This is how we start the server. I think we can get around it somehow. Sorry. Okay, so we will install it globally only we have to create a db.json file with some data. So where should I create the db.json? Here in my project root, I'm guessing, so db.json. First let's see if it works. I'll just copy and paste everything that was there and start JSON server like this. Okay, what we can do is we can JSON server and watch db.json. Okay, so we can go here. Great, the server is running, and we can also take this route, copy link, and it is not actually okay. So ID, title, and author. So is the oh, okay, it is working, so great. So I think what we can do is we can write a script so that we don't have to do it over and over. So JSON server, JSON. First, let's see if it will work from here. JSON server watch db.json, and if we try to run it, it is still running and it's still working. So we did not have to install it globally, because when we run a script from here, we don't have to do the node modules, .bin, etc., that kind of stuff. At least that is what I have experienced. So what we can do is we can have a medicine or meds schema, and it will have what will it have? It will have an ID. I'm not sure if ID is required, but let's give it an ID. So an ID and name let's say orbital 40, and what was the, I forgot, sorry. So I can just go here and see the tab 1. So quantity and how many times a day, how many minutes each time. So we can have QTY, so let's say 20, and how many times a day times day. There should be a better name for this, but okay, what can we do? I cannot think of a better name right now. Times a day, let's say 2 times a day. QTY each time. Okay, so how many meds to be taken every time she takes the medicine? So let's say 2, no, 1. So what we can do is we can have another one like this, and this time change the name to something else. Let's say Sildip 10, and ID will be 2, QTY, let's say 10 times a day, let's say 1, and let's say she has to take 2 of those each time she takes the med. So yes, so now if I go to meds, let's see what it returns. It returns all the medicine that we have stored in our database, and if I go to 1, it just returns a 1. Great. So this will work as our makeshift our makeshift server, but later I will have a real Node.js server. I like at least that's what I'm planning to. So now if I go to my screens and I go to tab 1 screen, and no, sorry. So let's go to tab 2 screen, and I go to tab 2. Here I can have a, let's import first from React. I will import the use effect hook, and inside use effect I will call the database and server for all the med. So now so usually I use Axios to do this kind of things, but for simplicity's sake, should I use fetch? I can use fetch. I mean, it's not very simple using fetch, but using Axios is much easier. I forgot the fetch fetch API JavaScript. Let's use fetch. Why not use fetch? let's use it. So this is a basic fetch request. I think that will be sufficient for us. So what we're doing is we are calling localhost 3000 meds. Yes, that's what we are doing. Console log. I'm not sure how console logging works in React Native. Does it even work? Debugging. Accessing console logs. You can access developer menu, shake. So there's a React DevTools. I mean, I know of React DevTools, but so what they're saying is you can display the console logs for an iOS or Android app by using the following commands in a terminal while the app is running. Okay, let's do it. Okay, so one thing is our app is an Expo app, so Expo console log, viewing logs. Okay, so what they're saying is we will be able to see the logs in here. So great, I think that's not a problem. So let's catch the error. What's happening? Something went wrong and error dot message. I'm not sure if the error has message, but let's just try to console log the error. Let's get rid of these curly braces. Oh my god, what have I done? Great. So I'm not sure if it will work, but let's hope that it works. Something went wrong. Type error, network request failed. Why did the network request fail? Maybe I'm doing something wrong here. So it what's wrong? Console.log fetching meds. Are we not running the JSON server? I think we're running. Why the network error? So I think the problem is, to be honest, I don't know what the problem is. Let's try to find out the problem. So maybe the local network is not exposed to this virtual device, so it cannot actually get the local networks and localhost ports. So use 10.0.2.2 to access your actual machine. So as you have learned, when you use the emulator, localhost refers to the device's own loopback service, okay, not the one on your machine, as you may expect. You can use 10.0.2.2 to access your actual machine. This is an alias setup to help in development. So that's great. We can use that to access our localhost. So I guess this will work. I'm not sure, but something went wrong. Network request failed. Maybe I'm doing this wrong. Let's first learn how to do it. Okay, so first of all, this will not be HTTPS. Oh. This is a very stupid. I'm sure I'm doing something very stupid, but what can I do? Sometimes I have to do this kind of things. Okay, so I think I did not give it the port. I have to give it the port. Still did not work. Okay, so it worked with the port. I just had to do with without the HTTPS, with HTTP only. So this should work now. Let's hope this is working. Oh, great. So it could fetch all the data. So that's great. Because so I think you can see that we are logging all the results that came back. So how much time do we have left? We have only 3 minutes. I hope I can wrap this up quickly. So what we can do is, instead of logging this, we can also have a use state, I guess, and const meds set meds and use state. Default is the empty array, and we can just do set meds data, and here what we can do is meds I'm a bit rusty with React because I have not written, like, when I started this project, it was I have not written React for some time, for over a year. So there are a lot of things that I've forgotten. So I think what we can do is med items and meds dot map med return a med item med dot name and med dot qty, and it is saying that how do you know that there will be a there will be something called name in this med. So that is a good point. So how to solve this problem? I will solve this problem later, but let me see if this works. Before doing that, let me just check name and qty, that is okay. So we can just say med items. This should work, and let's get rid of this. Let's reload the app. How much time do we have left? We don't have any time left. So the problem is we don't have a unique ID, so we can give it a unique ID, and that can be ID. That should solve that problem. So it is working now. These are TypeScript related problems, and I will have to figure out how to fix this. For now, I can just say ts ignore. I don't care about these problems for now. So that is it for this video. We are now actually rendering and fetching the medicines from the server and displaying it here. So I will keep some to do, like move this to a env file, and also what else, another to do will be to make this a clear distinction between these two lists, items. So we will figure that out in future videos, but okay, thanks for now. I will see you when I see you. Goodbye.